Everybody's got their own top 10 video of Idaho, and we're going to have one too. But ours is going to be slightly different. How? Let's find out next. Dave Edwards, Treasure Valley Dave here. And today I have this urge to do a top 10, but not in the normal way. What I've done is I found top 10 places that have done top 10 reviews of things about Idaho. And I say top 10 because some did 15, some did 8. But I'm hoping at the end of this video, we're going to take all these various different opinions, not just Treasure Valley Dave's opinion, and kind of build an image of what Idaho is like to find out if it's right for you or not. It might not be, but right now is the time to find out, not after you get the U-Haul parked out in front of your house. So let's get into this. But first, if you find this video entertaining, helpful, informative, please go ahead and share it with some of your friends and family. And also like and subscribe. That helps us out an incredible amount. And also, go ahead and give us a call, shoot us a text, an email. If you're thinking maybe Idaho's the place to relocate to, but you're not for sure, well, I've made the trip from that one state of California. Marine has made the trip too. And Treasure Valley Stephen, he's the oddball. He came from Washington State, but we've all come from someplace else. We picked the Treasure Valley area of Idaho, and we have all of our experiences with our searches and our moves and our discoveries once we got here. Speaking of discoveries, let's get right into this top 10 list thing, all right? The first place I went, and let me put a caveat out there, I didn't go to any other real estate companies' list that they might have put together. It just didn't seem right to me. What I have here is from news reporting places, moving companies, different places like that. But I didn't do anything off of any other real estate agent. Just didn't seem right. So the first one we have is, I'm going to hit these kind of hard or fast, and you're going to notice a theme starting to develop. We start hearing the same thing over and over. The economy is booming. We have an absolutely fantastic unemployment rate. We're the #1 spot for economic growth. Cool. The cost of living is well below the national average. Well, I do know housing costs have increased over the last couple of years. But it does say that Idaho is 93 on the national index with 100 being the national average. It's a tax-friendly state. You might not know that. I mean, it is a legislative session right now, and taxes are on everybody's lips. But I tell you what, it's a whole lot better than it was back in California. It also says that Idaho is tax-friendly towards businesses. And, I kind of believe that. And the reason I say that is I see a whole lot more mom and pop stores here than I ever did in California. And they seem to be thriving. Yeah, COVID took its toll on a number of restaurants and things like that. But I think we did a whole lot better here than they did in other places. You won't find prettier surroundings. Well, that's a theme that we're going to be hearing more and more as this video goes forward. There's plenty to do outdoors. Yes, that's very true too. It's an extremely safe place to live. It says Boise's crime rate, and Boise is the capital city of the entire state. Boise's crime rates are 25% less than the national average. And I'm pretty sure that once you move away from Boise out into the smaller towns, you might find it's even less than that. You'll enjoy shorter commute times to work. They say that the average for Idaho is 21.1 minutes. Treasure Valley Dave's team did some research and found out that it's actually about 17 minutes here in the Treasure Valley for your average commute. Do you go on the 405, the 680? I mean, 17 minutes? I don't even want to get you guys started on that because you might be sitting there in traffic right now watching this video. And why not? You're not going anywhere. The residents are friendly. I will agree with that completely. And the funny thing is, half of the people here, it seems that they came from someplace else, California, New Jersey, Texas, and they're the most friendly people I like to say that they're Idahoans at heart, which happens to be the name of our little Facebook group. If you're interested in joining that, just go on Facebook and look for Idahoans at Heart. It's environmentally friendly. I think that's true. We have higher than average air quality and sparkling clean water. Well, yeah, we have a lot of water that accumulates as snow over the winters up in the mountains, and we do have some mountains here, and that melts off and gives us some very cold and clear water throughout the whole summer. It gets used for irrigation for the farmers, plus also you get irrigation water that is under pressure to your property. I would say it's like 98% of everybody here in the Treasure Valley. And that's a one time a year bill that you get, and then it's not metered, and you can use it as much as you need for your garden, your yard, your trees, what have you. It's pretty cool. And we have the best farms, which they say gives us the best food. Breweries, we have tons of those. So there's one. Let's move along. Let's see if we can go a little bit faster. It's going to get redundant. Fresh food in abundance, yes. Idaho's flora and fauna are breathtaking. I'll give 2 thumbs up on that. Idaho's residents are friendly and outgoing. Same again. Getting your dream job is a walk in the park. I don't know about that so much. I do know a lot of people have come up here and have taken their escape job, the job that is what it took to get them out of wherever they were living. And then after they were here for 6 months, a year, they did get their dream job. So getting your dream job may not be a walk in the park. It may be a walk around the park till you get to it. You'll never get mugged in Idaho? Well, maybe so. I can't remember reading about any in the press. I can tell you, Boise, the capital city, the biggest city in the state, is very clean. It's very, you don't see homeless people, you don't see loitering. So it's just not the atmosphere. If you were a mugger, you probably wouldn't go to Boise or Nampa or Caldwell to do your business. It just doesn't seem the right, work atmosphere for that kind of a profession. The capital city, Boise, is great for shoppers. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of stuff over there. Also, Meridian, the Village, Eagle, Nampa. These are all great places to go shopping. You'll have too many places to explore. Well, that's true. The first year that we were here, we just spent the whole year eating our way across the valley and enjoyed every meal. Idaho is a red state. That is true. I believe 15% of the population are Democrats and the rest are independents and Republicans. So that doesn't mean that Idaho's like, heaven on earth or anything. We still have a lot to do. We need to keep those politicians in line, and that's why we need your help. The thing about Idaho, we still have a chance to make it and keep it a great place to be. So get on up here and help us. All right, let's start with the next one. It's incredibly affordable. Well, housing has gone up, but the cost of so many other things, utilities, car registration, other cost of living things, is quite a bit cheaper. So maybe it does balance out to be a bit more affordable. Idaho has 4 distinct seasons. We haven't heard that before, but that is absolutely true. About the time you get tired of all the cold, and if it snows, the snow, it's going to be spring. And about the time you get tired of all the beautifulness of spring, it's going to be summer, where you can just go out and put on your flip-flops and your shorts and you'll be perfectly fine. You'll still be hot even. And then you get tired of being hot. It's just about the time fall comes around. You get your spiced pumpkin lattes, and then you just put your focus on Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so it's just fantastic. It's an outdoor lover's paradise. Well, that's true. Vast wilderness areas are right in your backyard. That's true. Minutes away from hiking, shooting, hunting, floating the river. So much craft beer. That's true too. We have these little breweries all over the place. The next line is, and local wine. And that's true too. We have a beautiful wine region out here to the west of Nampa, along the Snake River Valley and by Marsing. It's just perfect. Good agriculture means good food. We've heard that before today. Road trip, anyone? There you go. Jump in your car, drive an hour, a couple hours, 3 hours, and you're going to come across some beautiful scenery, some beautiful things to do. You have a bit more time, drive up to Coeur d'Alene, check that out, check the weather first. It's secluded. Yeah, we are kind of off by ourselves. So one of the reasons that we moved here, we bought this book and it's talking about places to escape to. And one of the things it said that Boise wasn't real near the escape route from big liberal metropolitan areas, which is true. So we thought, if we went to hell in a handbasket and everybody's escaping those liberal bastions, it's going to be quite a while before they get to Boise. So there we are. We're excluded? No, secluded. Boise loves art. Actually, that's very true. They have a very vibrant art scene, theater scene. We have museums, the Shakespeare Festival, Tree Fort, just tons of art thingies. Fisherman's Paradise. Well, we do have lots of fishing around here. They just have a whole long list of different rivers. Well, I know right here in the Treasure Valley, we have the Boise River, the Snake River. We have Lake Lowell, we have Lucky Peak, and the Payette River is just right north of us. Homes are fairly affordable in Idaho. Well, we do know Ada County, which is Eagle and Meridian and Boise, of course. Their prices are pretty pricey. They're above the national average. Canyon County, which is Nampa, Caldwell, Middleton, we are just right at the national average. And you could move out. I mean, you could go to Parma, Payette, Wilder, Emmett, or Council, New Meadows, and get housing quite a bit cheaper. You'd be further out, probably further away from those jobs, but it's just another option for whatever it is that you guys need. Idaho has a booming job market, yes. Below average property crime, below average violent crime, right? Cities in Idaho make an effort to be clean and organized. Affordability, we talked about that, housing, but we can look around and find something that works for you. I tell you what, I wish you would have come up here, say 2-3 years ago. Things were so much cheaper, but don't let us be 3 years from now looking back saying, gosh, I wish I would have moved 3 years ago, because that would be such a sad situation. Moving right along, low crime, cool summers. Well, let's talk about that for a second. It does get hot. We usually have like a week of triple-digit heat. This last summer was Heat-mageddon. We had Snowmageddon back in 2016, where it was record heat for a record length of time. But it's usually not like that. Usually it's about a week of triple digits, and then, in the evening it certainly cools off. But we're also very low humidity here. If you go anywhere in the Midwest, down south, New Jersey, and you walk outside in the summer and it's 100 degrees and 100% humidity, I mean, you're just dying right there. But here, it's very low. You could expect 15% humidity in the summer in the afternoons, and it's a dry heat. I know that's what they say about Arizona, but Arizona gets to be like 120 degrees by noon, and we're not like that. We don't play that. Beautiful landscapes, yes, I don't think anybody's going to argue that. Access to stunning national parks. The state has over 30 state parks and includes part of Yellowstone National Park. Huh, I didn't know that part. I do know that when you get your registration on your car, for an extra $10 a year, you can get those little window stickers, and that gets you into all of the state parks. And I mean, what a deal. You spend the $10, go out and just make a goal to hit, I don't know, half of them your first year and half of them your second year, and then start over again the third year. Walkability. We have walkability and ease of bicycling gives seniors, this is from a senior site, a way to stay active in their daily lives. Well, that's true. Low medical cost. I'm not sure about that. I've never had to go price it. I have insurance from when I retired, so that covers that, but I'll take their word for it. Tax benefits for seniors. Idaho tax comes in as low as 6%, and prescription drugs as well as income from Social Security are not taxable. Well, I suppose one of these days I'm going to have to learn more about that. low crime rate, stunning mountain scenery, a mild climate with 4 seasons, absolutely, award-winning vineyards and breweries, cultural and educational opportunities. And here's one we haven't heard before, family-oriented. And, I think that's absolutely true. There's a lot of things that families can do here together, be it some arcade thing or go-karts on the weekend, or maybe it's, a church thing, maybe it's Scouts or Girl Scouts. We have the cookies are coming out any day now. Got my clock set. But there's so much for families to. And really, that's one of the main reasons that we moved up here was we wanted a better life opportunity for our daughter. Because California, I'm looking around at, late teens, early 20s kids, and I go, I really don't want my daughter to be like that. So we wanted to be in a place where, she could do whatever she wanted to and be safe, and she could become her own person and find out who she is. So I think it's family oriented. I think is absolutely great because let your kids grow up here. And there's enough jobs and there's enough opportunities that once they mature into adulthood, they don't have to leave you necessarily. Maybe they're going to just move one town over wherever their work is, and you can still go see the grandkids, and you could be the free babysitter and things like that. That can be done here. So anyway, thanks for checking out the Treasure Valley Dave version of the top 10, and give us a call, text, email. If you have any questions about what it's like to live up here or what the process for relocating is, we've got the experience. We'd love to help you. And please go ahead and like and subscribe and then share this with your friends as well. Well, Treasure Valley Dave here. And as always, looking forward to helping you get home